In today's video, we are going to design inclined support in Fusion 360. So this is the interface of Fusion 360. First, we have to verify the units. So go to the browser, document setting and units. Click here, change active units, and here you can select the units according to your drawing. So for me, I am going with the inches. Press OK and start the sketching. So when you click on the sketching, three plane will be shown here. We have to select a plane. For this design, we are going to select this plane and the front plane. And the plane will be normal to view. So this is a simple sketch. We are going to draw some lines and a circle. So select the line tool and this is the origin. So we will start our sketch from the origin here. This is the sketch palette. We have different information here. With going forward, we will also discuss these options. So click here on this origin and we are going to draw a horizontal line. So this line, vertical line, horizontal line. Then we are going to move up and this is a vertical line, then horizontal line, then align at some angle. So we just selected the line command one time and draw all of these lines. And here we have to auto track this point. At this point, we place a line, then another line, vertical line, horizontal line, and now we are going to close our sketch going to this region. So then right click and click OK. So the line command will be deselected. We can zoom in and zoom out by the middle mouse button of your mouse. So this is the basic sketch, and when we draw these sketch, we are already automatically added some relations. These are the relation constraints. Here we can see that. So like horizontal and vertical coincident. These are the symbol of all of these constraints. So here we can see perpendicular, and this is the symbol of perpendicular. So we added some perpendicular constraint automatically. And this line we can see the horizontal relation is already added. So like that, we can also drag it like that. Now we have to define the dimension of these rules. So if you go here on create, you can see here the sketch dimension tool. You can also use the shortcut key D. Select this tool and define the dimensions. So this dimension we know it's 3 inches. We know we have the information for this line. Select this line and place the dimension 2 inches. Then you can see the dimension tool is already selected and the symbol of the dimension tool is with the cursor with the mouse. And then we are going to select this line. This line has the dimension of 1.75, and again we have to define a dimension between this point, select this point and then this point and place the dimension here. This dimension we have 1.25. Okay, so now you can see when we place this dimension, this line move like in this direction. So actually I am going to delete this dimension. We have to define a relation here. So basically we want this point and this point having facing each other, so they must be having a relation of horizontal, or other relation we can add the relation of the collinear. So select this collinear relation. We are going to select this line and this line. So now the meaning of the collinear relation is that these two lines are existing on the same line, they are facing each other. Other thing is that we can also add the horizontal dimension between this point and this point. So again, select the sketch dimension. From this point to this point, we have 1.25. Okay, like that. And then select this line, it's 0.5. Then we are going to specify the dimension of this line, it's 0.75. And these two lines are equal. because we already have this relation. We don't need to put this dimension. If we put it, it's over constrain the sketch, which we don't want it. Okay. Next thing is that we have to define this dimension. It's 0.25. So when you see in the sketch in the Fusion 360, when all the lines are in black, that means we fully define it. If we define another dimension, like if we put the angular dimension between this line and this line, it will say it's over constraining the sketch because all the lines are in black. And next we are going to select a circle and we are going to place a circle here. And again select the sketch dimension tool. Now we have to define the position dimension of this circle. So select the center of the circle and select this line and place a dimension here. This is 1. And then again we have to define another dimension from this point to this point and place this dimension here. This dimension is also 1. And then we have to define the dimension of this circle, the diameter. So its diameter dimension is given as 1. Okay. Now one thing is left. Now we have to select the line tool again. We have to make sure the first point of this line is coincident with this line and the second point is coincident with this line. And click right click and OK. And now we have to define the dimension. So select this line. We are going to select this line and this point and define its dimension 1.5. We can position this dimension so it's not crossing each other. It must be visible in a better way. And select this point and define this dimension 0.75. Now we can trim these lines, these extra lines. So we have a one close sketch. You can see here, go to modify tab and you can see the trim. Select the trim tool, trim this dimension and this dimension. So when you trim this dimension, this dimension and dimension here is automatically removed because we cut the lines uh, which making this dimension. So again, we have to define this dimension, select this line and this line. So we are good. This dimension is 1, good. Select this point and this dimension is 0.75. So we did this modification. The other way is that we can just start from this point and go around this sketch and make this sketch like that. Then we don't need to trim that. This is the other method. So I use this method so I can tell you to you how to use the trim tool. So we are going to finish the sketching. Now we have our sketch. So this is the 3D cube. Click here on home. So we will have an isometric view. If we want to see the front, we can click on this cube. It will show us the front view. And then on the create tab, we can see the extrude tool. So select the extrude tool here, type, we want to use the extrude here profile, which we want to extrude. We go here and select, click on this area. And then you can see here an arrow you can drag in 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 any direction you want. And here we have an other option, but for now we only type the distance. So distance is given as 0.5. So this is the design and this is the inclined support. We can also rotate it like that. Press click on this cube on this corner and we can like that. And if you use your middle mouse button, you can pan it. And if you press the shift on your keyboard and press the middle mouse button, then you can also rotate this model. These are the shortcuts. If you press the middle, you can drag it. If you press the shift and then middle, you can rotate it. So this is the inclines mode. We can save it. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.